Did you set goals for the new year? You know, resolutions for your business, your life, December 31st, New Year's resolutions, things you wanted to accomplish in 2020. Big plans, I'll bet. You know, 2020 might have come in like 2019, but right there around mid-March, bam! COVID-19, saw to the jaw. You know, one of the oldest God jokes around is if you want to experience God's sense of humor, just make a plan. So Friday, I presented a special edition COVID-19 response, one-day business accelerator intensive. And in just a minute, I'm going to share a story on how to reset or pivot your goals. And I'll follow up with two key questions that you need to answer to set yourself up on the right path. Now, this was my first Zoom presentation for the One-Day Business Accelerator, and I'm happy to say that I love the feedback. It was a great group. It's a small group. I like the small groups because I get a lot more interaction. But I can tell you that when I put this program together, it's a full day 20-point plan that leaves attendees renewed and energized. Now, you might be considering some new or different goals today than you were in the beginning of the year. It wouldn't surprise me. COVID-19 has helped a lot of people figure that out. If you're not, well, you're in the minority, and maybe the rest of this video really isn't for you. But if you are, I've got a short story I learned from Brian Tracy and a couple of key questions for you. Now, imagine that you're an executive coming back from a business trip, and you arrive back at the airport, pick up a cab, you're driving back to the office, and as you're driving, you hear sirens, fire engines, police cars. And the sirens get louder as you get closer to the office. And you're thinking, man, this must be a big fire. And then you can see the smoke just billowing up into the sky. And as you pull around the corner to your office, you see that it's your building, and on the street are several of your employees, and you go a little frantic. You roll up, you get out of the car, and you ask, what happened? Is everyone okay? And thank God everyone's okay, but the building and the office, they're a total loss. Now you begin to think about what you're going to do. And you look across the street and you see that building has space available. And insurance is going to cover the cost. And if that building can serve your business, what's the first thing you would set up? The key to resetting goals is not getting caught up in the how. What I mean by that is don't let how you're going to accomplish something define what you want to accomplish. Don't let how you used to do things, the equipment or the people or the systems or the process get in the way. You need to shift. Focus on the what. This is called zero-based thinking. You got to start over, zero-based thinking. Reprogram your thoughts to focus on what you want or need to achieve. You can think about how after you figure out what. There's a lot of systems and processes for figuring out how. You might have to learn something new or practice some new skills or leverage your network, but you can do all of those things. It's a simple rule. Don't let how get in the way of what. Now, if you're not sure what you should be doing, there are two simple questions to ask yourself. The first question is, what one goal, when you accomplish it, will make everything else easier or unnecessary? And you can follow this line of thought with what one task, if it's accomplished, or when it's accomplished, will make everything else easier or unnecessary with respect to this goal. That's it. What one thing can I do right now that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? And that becomes your major definite purpose. That becomes everything that you focus on. The second question to ask yourself is, what's the one thing, if you were guaranteed to be successful, that you would be doing to accomplish that goal? Evaluate your knowledge, your skills, your network. What's the one thing you should be doing to accomplish your major definite purpose? Again, focusing right there, laser focus. It might take a bit of effort to figure it out, but it's worth it. You'll reach your goals far, far faster. Now, if you're in a group like the One-Day Business Accelerator Intensive, everyone in the group is there to help you. We'll focus on zero-based thinking, and we'll ask those two questions. Before you leave, scroll down, leave a comment down there. I'd love to hear from you. And if you missed it and you'd like to wait list for the next One-Day Business Accelerator session, there's a link in the description. It's either above or below this video. Cheers to your success.